Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, I am Silver Shepherd. Thank you so much for tuning in. Silver just hit an all-time high, and if you've been stacking for a while, this is one of those moments where, you stop and think, okay, what do I do now? Do you sell? Do you buy more? Or do you just sit tight and see where things go? And in today's video, I want to walk you through exactly what I'm doing, or at least somewhat what I'm doing, and what I think makes sense for different types of stackers. And this goes for if you've been stacking for years, or if you're just getting started as a beginner. These are the moments that can make or break your long-term plan. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. So let's start with what's truly driving the silver prices right now and what's the driving force behind it. And we've seen it break through record highs of $50 an ounce, which is a number no one thought we would hit this year, or at least very few people thought we would hit this year. But silver's been on a wild ride, and everything with the economy has been quite crazy. So it's been an amazing thing for stackers. But yeah, the main drivers right now are inflation. That's a huge thing that isn't going away. It's eating away at everything, but it is driving up the silver and gold prices, with gold sitting around $4,000 an ounce. Central banks are buying a lot of silver. They're seeing it as a very valuable thing, and there's a big industrial demand for silver, especially with solar, electric vehicles, and every single electronic that there is or that you have. Because unlike gold, silver is not just a shiny metal or something you can just find in a mine and then hide it away or put in jewelry. It is a very critical material for the global economy, and the combination of industrial demand and investor demand, like silver stackers, like you and I, it pushes the price higher and higher, which is a very good thing if you're wanting to get out, and a not so great thing if you're just getting started, because you're buying it at the highest point ever. But remember, silver does tend to move very quickly. It's very volatile, so it moves both ways very quick. So always keep that in mind with what exactly you are doing. So what you need to do if you've been stacking for a while, and this probably means that you're sitting on some nice gains. In March earlier this year, when I seriously got into silver stacking, it was around $30 an ounce, and now we're at 50, which means just myself, I am sitting on tons of gain. So if you've been stacking for years, you're on a lot of gain, and this could be a great time to rebalance a little. So you need to ask yourself, do you have more silver than you're comfortable with? Or do you have other parts of your portfolio that you could use a boost? Maybe your cash reserve, your gold even, or your stock portfolio. And if so, selling a tiny portion, like maybe 5, 10, 15, 20% could be smart. Take some of the profit off the table while prices are strong and put it into the other things and kind of help rebalance those. That could just help whenever you need to sell for retirement, for whatever you're building all this for. But the key is, don't forget why you started stacking in the first place. If your reason was wealth preservation, to protect against inflation, or long-term security, then silver still has a very, very, very key purpose in your stack, and the rising prices have never changed that. So if you're confident in the fundamentals or the reasons behind why you still started, you might want to just hold and enjoy seeing the stack appreciate, instead of just going down or staying the same for a while. So personally, I think that I am going to hold and just keep buying. Actually, I planning on buying a bunch next weekend. So that kind of gives you a indicator where my mindset's at, where I'm not just telling you guys you have to buy some. I'm actually going out to buy some myself. So yes. And what to do if you are a new silver stacker, and you're kind of getting in at a all-time high, which can be interesting, but this part of the video is specifically for you. But I just want to let you do not miss your chance to get in. And getting in at an all-time high is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not the time to go all in. The smartest move is to dollar cost average and buy some slowly and steadily and slowly accumulate a large amount. Instead of spending maybe $1,000 all at once, buy $100 worth for, each week or each month for 10 weeks, 10 months, or whatever like that, until you reach that 1,000 or however much you can spend a week or month. That way you're not buying everything at its peak. That way when it goes, if it drops a little bit one day, you can buy it cheaper. If it goes up, you're buying it more, but it ends up averaging to the lower cost. And I would say on top of that, focus on lower premium silver like bullion, bars, rounds, rather than collectibles, numismatics, and things like that. Because when the market is hot, when the market is high, premiums can sometimes go off the walls and get crazy. So the less you pay, the better, because that means that your overall stack is cheaper. So whenever it is time to sell or do whatever, you're going to get more money for what you spent. And always keep in mind, silver, you cannot get rich overnight with silver. It's about building the long-term wealth over time, and it's a form of currency outside the financial system, unlike stocks or crypto or things like that, and it's less volatile than those. So I've been telling you guys what to do. Let me get started with what not to do in these situations. At the top of the thing would be, do not panic buy. Just because silver is up doesn't mean it's going to go up forever necessarily. So chasing, the high prices, thinking it's just going to go up and make you super rich overnight, it doesn't end well. Probably 99% of the time when we're talking about silver, it's a thing that you have to be chasing for long term, not overnight. The second thing is, don't panic sell. This goes right with that. Don't just dump your stack because you think it's in the peak. Timing the market is nearly impossible. As Warren Buffett says, time in the market beats timing the market. So just keep your stack. Don't panic sell it, and eventually you'll sell it for more than just the $50 that it's at right now. And the third thing is, do not ignore the premiums. Do not just go and buy super rare or cool coins like that, because you're not getting the best bang for your buck like you would with bars or rounds or bullion. Those are always the best choice, especially when you're getting started. I have a couple videos about that. I can put some in the cards up in the top of the video, which is one of them is the best beginner silver stacking guide. That's a very good video. I recommend you guys checking it out if you're just getting started. And yeah, so silver is at a all-time high, and that is very exciting. But you guys need to stay disciplined, calm, and stay smart. If you've been stacking for years, maybe you can take a little bit of profit or put some into other things that are lacking, but don't lose sight of your strategy or of your goals of why you got started in the first place. To build that wealth over time, build the preservation to, hinder inflation. But the market moves in cycles. We don't know if it's going to go up, down, in circles, or whatever. The people who win are the people who go for long term and stay patient and not just worry about what's happening right now or chase every single swing that's going on in the market. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, learned something new or whatever, drop a like, subscribe, and comment below what you're doing right now, buying, selling, holding, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. So thank you so much for watching.